evening, welcome to a match of Dota 2. It is gonna be the finals for the 4PL Cup. As we're waiting for the last spectators to load into the game, because as you can see, all the players are already there. Spectators, unfortunately, are delaying the load-in. But this is the finals. This is a best out of 3. Winner takes it all. €400. Game number 1. It's gonna be WhA Asian on the dire side for the first game, with Qnatek Esports on the Radiant side. They therefore also get the first pick. So yeah, welcome to the game. It's been a while since the actual matches that led up to this finals have been played. Not last Sunday, but the Sunday before then was the actual cup. But finals have been delayed, as you can see. But still getting played. Obviously, the next 4PL Cup, however, should already be close by. I think it's gonna be next Sunday. Even though, having said that, next Sunday is also the day of the finals of the Star Ladder. And I do think therefore 4PL Cup will be postponed, but I'm not 100% sure. If you want to know, and you do, go like 4PL on Facebook. You'll be kept up to date that way. You can go to facebook.com/4pl.dota2. Now let's jump ourselves into this game to see the draft. We've got ourselves a Darkseer, Batrider banned out, as well as a Naga Simon and a Rubik. Now with the Batrider already banned out, you can kind of assume that we as Asian were aiming to pick up a Templar Assassin. And they do. And both Darkseer and Batrider, the heroes that they banned out, are both counters towards the Templar Assassin, and having picked up the Venomancer as well, also something that counters the Templar Assassin, leaves only the Leshrac in, but Qnatek does not want to pick up that Leshrac. They pick up the Nature's Prophet as the first pick, a hero that we've seen make a comeback in the last couple of days. And Queen of Pain and Tidehunter as well, so they're going mid-game all the way, and split push perhaps. We're gonna see what WhA Asian is gonna do about that. They pick up a chance, securing their jungle hero with that pickup. Maybe we'll see a Enigma ban out because of that. I mean, Nature's Prophet could go in the jungle, so they don't really have any real pressure to pick up any other jungle hero. But you have a Nature's Prophet solo lane, Queen of Pain solo lane, Tidehunter solo lane. So everything in theory can be a solo lane, meaning that there is still plenty of room to pick up Enigma if they wanted to. And then maybe just dual lane that Tidehunter or something like that. We're going to have a Bounty Hunter ban out for the first ban and the second ban phase for Qnatek. And we're going to see what WhA Asian is going to be banning out. Will that be jungle heroes or no? They are fearing solo lanes. So they're already assuming that Nature's Prophet is going to be going into that jungle, with Broodmother being the first ban out for them. Now let's see what we can see for bans. We have got ourselves a Disruptor ban out, indicating that maybe we'll see a Wisp. Don't know though. Wisp is at least a hero that gets countered by that Disruptor. Still jungle heroes banned out by WhA Asian, going for the Enchantress first, maybe still the Enigma later. But let's see, what WhA Asian, what do they need? They have got a jungle hero, they've got a support, they've got a solo lane. So they kind of need a carry to go together with their Venomancer, and a solo lane. Bounty Hunter is already banned out as a solo lane, so maybe we're going to see another solo lane being banned out here, like a Beastmaster or something. Yeah, Beastmaster wouldn't be too bad, or maybe still Enigma. I mean, Enigma could in theory also be a solo lane. But there's still a lot of possibilities. I mean, Windrunner, Puck, you know, you name it. And they even banned out the Broodmother themselves, which was, of course, a solo lane as well, if they wanted to go for that. We have got ourselves a Chaos Knight ban out, however. Maybe they were expecting that one together with that Venomancer. Of course, any support together with the Chaos Knight is going to be effective already. Wow, a Lifestealer. Jakiro was the last ban out for WhA Asian, in case they were going to go for a tri-lane with the Tidehunter and something else and the Jakiro, but it's going to be a Lifestealer pickup. Now, Lifestealer is of course a hero that you know, we see in the jungle. If you go to pubs, you see Lifestealers in the jungle. Lately though, when he has been picked up in competitive matches, which he has been, really, I casted matches with him, but he laned in those games, so I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to do this. Of course, they have got the Nature's Prophet that could do either as in jungling or laning as well. So they have got options there. And there's the Windrunner, so that's the last, or that's the solo lane pick for WhA Asian, leaving their carry to be picked last. I mean, with a Venomancer, basically everything is powerful. Venomancer is a very strong early game hero. Maybe we're going to see a Ricky, since they have got the last pick, so there's not going to be any counter picks for him anymore. Maybe we're going to see a Juggernaut, because of course Venomancer Juggernaut is a combination that, you know, is not really fun to face. First though, Qnatek is going to be picking up their last hero. Let's see what they are going to be going for. It really depends. I mean, they could go for Tri-Lane still, have Tidehunter, the Lifestealer, and something else with another support. There's still plenty of supports in this game. If they want to go for a jungle hero though, and have solo lane Tidehunter, Nature's Prophet jungle, and Lifestealer together with something else. It has to be a ranged support. If Lifestealer is going on the lane, they need to have a ranged support still, because Tidehunter Lifestealer combination is not all that strong, purely because of the fact that it's going to be two melee heroes. Even if there's a Windrunner, or maybe solo against a Windrunner could be a possibility. But they're taking their time. They have 40 seconds left using their bonus time, and WhA Asian actually not using any of their bonus time thus far. So let's see. And I know a lot of people are not familiar with Qnatek, but they beat their way through to get in the finals of this 4PL Cup. And so they have earned the right to be here. With WhA Asian, I mean, for them it was probably a bit easier to make it through the brackets. And of course we have seen WhA Asian be... oh, still a Wisp. Still a Wisp. Just... oh well, never mind that. But I do need to type something. Wait a second. There we go. Anti-Mage will be the last pickup for WhA Asian, so that will be the one laning together with the Venomancer. And yeah, the Wisp was the last pickup for Qnatek. We kind of were expecting that with the Disruptor ban out already, even though... oh, what was that sound? Did you hear that sound? Never heard that sound before. Hopefully it wasn't anything bad. Anyway, we kind of were expecting that Wisp pickup, even though with the time that Qnatek took to think about their last pick, I wasn't really sure if they still wanted to go for that. But still, I mean, Wisp Lifestealer, if you imagine, Wisp always is very strong, because you know, you can teleport together with one target. Like if you have a Wisp Queen of Pain, they can teleport somewhere, all nice. But if you have a Lifestealer, he can jump into the Wisp, or into the Queen of Pain, if the Queen of Pain is jumping. Then all of a sudden you have 3 heroes. Now if you then also have a Nature's Prophet, he can TP by himself. So if there is a solo Tidehunter being very sad in the middle of tons of heroes, yes, I'll switch overlays, and is just, you know, a sad Tidehunter, he is going to be helped by a Wisp. He can TP together with the Queen of Pain. There will be a Night Stalker in there. There will be a Nature's Prophet TPing, and then all of a sudden, 5 heroes helping out the sad Tidehunter. So I am really curious how they're going to be making this work, because they have a very high movement speed lineup. At the same time, they're up against a anti-mage, who's of course going to farm, and you know, WhA Asian has a bit of the standard lineup now. Like Templar Assassin will be distracting the Qnatek lane up. There will be a bit of a 4+1 strategy with Unicorn just farming until he's big enough to join. And with the Templar Assassin, she is that kind of hero that can cause that massive confusion and can cause chaos without the anti-mage being involved. So we have seen that before. We have seen what Qnatek does, or is built around, not that often, to be fair. I mean, how often do you see a Lifestealer, to be fair? And that is free experience going the way of WhA Asian, by the way. It's a 6 experience per creeps. It is, of course, massive. Massive amount. But let's see who's playing what. We have Stark Loves Vika playing the Lifestealer for Qnatek on the bottom lane. He's going to be supported by a Wisp, and Wisp will be played by Hakon. We're going to have in the mid lane Queen of Pain played by Tony, taking it up against the Templar Assassin. We're going to have a Tidehunter, and he is going to be played by Standing. No, he's not sitting, he is standing. He is a Serva, and that is indeed the Tidehunter. And last but not least is Android, who is playing the Nature's Prophet. So that is the lineup for the Radiant team. We're going to look at WhA Asian, where we have Crit, who apparently changed tags, because I believe he used to be in Gamers League, but now he is in WhA Asian, because as his tag says. He's going to be playing the Templar Assassin. We have seen him mid plenty of times before. Sentry Ward also being placed here, making sure that the Melt from Templar Assassin not going to be able to do anything. On the bottom lane we have got the Wind Runner, solo long lane Asia. We have seen him, of course, taking up that lane plenty of times before. He's up for a fairly difficult lane, though. I mean, Lifestealer will just be able to get a bit of free from, because he doesn't take that much damage and can just heal up again with his Feast, with his open wounds. He is just fine. Windrunner cannot do that much on this lane, apart from just trying to get as much experience as she can. In the meantime, in the jungle, we have got ourselves RMC. He's going to be playing the Chen. Already picked himself up a Centaur. We have support, Hip Hop Not Pop, playing the Venomancer, and that leaves Unicorn, which we already saw, but saying it again, on the Anti-Mage, farming for WhA Asian on the Dire side. I'm gonna put up the last hits in the night, so you can't miss anything of that. And of course, I mean, it's gonna be the Night Stalker, Lifestealer, wow, Lifestealer farming against the Anti-Mage, so we can keep track of those two. Of course, we also have the Chen that is very high up on that last hit, but he is a hero that farms in the jungle, so we cannot really compare him. Oh, Nature's Prophet, bam! But yeah, we cannot compare the Chen's last hits with that of people that are on lanes. Of course, they are worth less. But what we can do is compare them to the ones that Nature's Prophet got, because he's in the jungle also, and then Chen is in this case higher up on there. Of course, that's no real surprise. There is a reason that Chen is a better jungle hero than Nature's Prophet is. He's just not farming that fast at the start. He will get faster though, don't worry about that. Crit has used his bottle charge. We'll probably bottle crow it, as the donkey is already on his way back. I mean, with an empty bottle now, he can't really sit in an empty bottle for another 1.5 minutes or 1 minute. Maybe he's hoping that he still will be able to pick up the 4-minute rune, but he is up for the Queen of Pain, and even though Queen of Pain was unable to get the other rune, oh, this might be First Blood Windrunner trying to Windrunner herself away from this one, but getting body blocked by the Lifestealer. Here comes the TP's in, Spirit's hitting, and that is Wisp picking up the First Blood. And that is indeed Hakon making very sure that his spirits would actually hit the target. Nature's Prophet not even able to get an assist in, but at least got the experience and a bit of gold for that kill, of course, as well. Because you get gold for being in the vicinity, not necessarily for getting an assist there. So a good job for him, and making sure that First Blood gold is on the side of Qnatek. In the meantime, mid lane is going to be Templar Assassin, 13 for 6, while we have Queen of Pain, 9 for 5. So, normally, well, actually, Templar Assassin is indeed a decent laner against Queen of Pain, but look at their harassment. I mean, oh wow, this might actually be a kill! Queen of Pain, making sure that she got the favor over the lane again. No refraction for the Templar Assassin, it means death. And maybe it was Templar Assassin wishing that she would have sent the bottle back, because now she's definitely not going to be able to pick up the 4-minute rune, because that will be Tidehunter, and he will guard it until Queen of Pain is ready to take that, and he will give one last hit up for that one, as Crit will get some free last hits there. And yeah, Tidehunter, we saw him leaving the lane earlier to guard that rune, but yeah, he is level 1 still. He is not able to do that much against this lane. Venomancer is of course Master Harasser. Anti-Mage, every time that he sees Tidehunter, will be able to blink forward and harass, but this is not an harass. This is an attempt to kill. This is an assassinate. Nature's Prophet again gonna TP, and I think again he's gonna be too late. Nature's Prophet, actually, never mind, he's on the side. Nice deny, but he is now in a lot of trouble. Will he be able to get his way out? I don't think so. Anti-Mage taking the kill. Jan also coming in. TPs are gonna come in back from the Tidehunter. Wants to try to get something. He doesn't have a gush though. Cannot do anything. Doesn't have boots either. And that is gonna be 2 deaths, even though 1 deny on the side of Qnatek. I can't believe that I actually mistake the Nature's Prophet for the wrong side there for a second, but he actually did good. Tidehunter making him get a deny, but you know, still died for it. I'm not quite sure if that was a worthy sacrifice. Queen of Pain taking a lot of harassment here by side lanes. And the refraction is already gone with that Shadow Strike up on there. Queen of Pain though using the last bottle charge. It will be almost 6 minutes, so she might just hold on to it. In the meantime, Chen and Venomancer are roaming together. And the forest together, getting some experience up on the supports as well. Level 5 now on the Venomers are definitely not bad. Level 5 on the Antimage as well. And of course, level 2 on the Tidehunter. He actually managed to get a level there earlier. Tony's still very low on life. I wonder if he shouldn't just be going back in, because these creeps are really hurting him right now. But there's not going to be a gank incoming anytime soon, and he looks to be indeed choosing the safe road. He's going to go back to base to heal up, get those bottle charges, and we'll give up the 6-minute rune, of course, with that as well. And I'm actually seeing now that the Tidehunter has his buyback button stuck. Just so you're aware that he's not buying back constantly. But yeah, it is 2 kills for 2. Of course, one of those is a deny. I have to take that into account. The death that the Niche Prophet denied is counted on as a kill for WhA Asian, even though that's of course not the case. But that's the way it works. 900 gold now was Niche Prophet as he's working for a fast Hand of Midas. Talking about Hand of Midas. Lifestealer got one as well. As he's got 41 lasted, so on par with the Antimage. Antimage who's free farming here also 41 as well. So a nice job there. As a TA activated double damage. I wonder if she's gonna try to go for something or just try to get away. She just tried to get away and used her bottle charge. She still has 1 charge left even, but not gonna be able to use it in time. Queen of Pain picking up her 2nd kill of the game. Qnatek making sure that the mid lane I should say, staying in their court. Tony doing the works there. Of course, it's all about a matter of time before a unicorn is big, but I wonder. I mean, we have got a Lifestealer who's got himself a built-in BKB. He actually maxed it out already, and that is something that got changed in the patch. Of course, he now actually has a built-in BKB, as in it lasts 6 seconds on max level, which is 1 second higher than a BKB on lowest cooldown, so to say. So yeah, I really wonder how it's gonna go. I do think Lifestealer is gonna be ready to join fights earlier, and of course the Tidehunter also making that team fight going the way of Qnatek. But at the same time, there is a Venomancer ulti, there is a Hand of God on the Chen. It might just all work out. We'll find out though. It looks like first tower is about to go down. Pushing power is of course in favor of WhA Asian with that Chen there, with the Venomancer there, and that is Venomancer actually getting the last hit on the tower. Some extra gold picked up for him. And while in the mid lane, Queen of Pain not ready yet to leave her lane, even though she is level 8 now, has got maxed out her Scream as well as her has a point in Sonic Wave. Is there gonna be a blink? Haste room for Queen of Pain. Trap still hits though. Templar Assassin wants to go for this, maybe. Stick charge already used by Tony, now backing off, now gonna continue the harassing. Is there gonna be support? No, because everybody's chasing the Tidehunter on the bottom lane. Well, Queen of Pain still wants to go for this. Sonic Wave misses! He misses the Sonic Wave. Refraction is up once more, and now Tony has to get out, because now there's going to be support incoming, as Lifestealer has TP'd toward the bottom lane, and has got the Venomancer as a death. It's going to be Wisp that's going to be going down in return, though. Templar Assassin picking that one up, and Wisp TP'ing Templar Assassin back still. Feels like... Or no, that was... what am I saying? That was Chen TP'ing him back, obviously. It's just that the animation got changed, so it's very confusing sometimes, especially since you wonder what? So that Wisp was on the other side. Awkward. Second time. But yeah, it is 4 for 3, as it's actually you can consider that a 4 for 2, obviously, because Qnatek got themselves a deny. So they are pulling ahead, and we also see that in the gold, though not as convincing as you might think, and that is of course because of the tower that went down earlier, because they are 1 tower behind right now on WhA Asian. Experience graph though will say more because it is 2k experience in favor, and that is of course because of the kill. We have got ourselves well, I wonder what he's gonna go for with this. We'll see. Maybe he still wants to go for a what's it called? Well, phase boots as well as a maelstrom, and just went for those two first.
That, didn't you?
Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. Queen of Pain, having now used her Sonic Wave once, she's probably going to wait until she has it up again before she's going to leave the lane. In the meantime, oh, what is this camera work for me? It's like really bad today. But yeah, in the meantime, she's just going to continue farming for now. Just like these 3 are farming. And this is something that is just... Oh, I mean, we have seen this before. I have seen this before. And if you are watching my casting, you have seen it before as well. Wisp following Lifestealer around 24/7. And as soon as Lifestealer... it needs to be in a fight, they will TP there. It is that simple. Normally you have heroes like, for example, like a Morphling or a Spectre. They have an ability that they're trying to recreate here. They can farm, and when they're ready, they can join team fights by either Hunt or, of course, the Replicate Morph. But right now, I mean, they don't have one of those abilities, but they have a Wisp, which is basically the same thing, even though you have to spend a hero to do that. But Wisp will still get experience from being in range of that Lifestealer. In the meantime, wait a second, Gale! Queen of Pain blinks away, good choice. Still lands a Scream, might actually try to go into this. Should have her Sonic Wave up again, yes she does. But you have Refraction up again in 4 seconds, so he should be fine. Templar Assassin is gonna be fine. Venomancer gonna of course be there, and as soon as Tony would blink in, might not end up all too pretty. There's gonna be 3 heroes around this mid lane for WhA's Asian, with the 4th being in the jungle. Power Shot will help. Well, try to farm. Didn't work though, they smoke up. Let's see where they're gonna go. They're gonna go towards the bottom lane, maybe trying to take care of this Tidehunter. Tidehunter is of course going towards his level 6, that's why he's being left alone to farm, because they need him level 6. It's 11 minutes in the top lane. He got totally denied there, so he is just taking over the farm as Lifestealer and Wisp still are in this jungle. Wisp is indeed level 7, so we'll be able to TP. Let's see where the smoke is going to go. Maybe they'll try to find out where the Wisp is going. Actually, nice Lifestealer is now on the top lane. We're going to follow this, though. Shackle not hitting. Serva might actually be fine. Lifestealer decided to rotate top indeed to farm against this Anti-Mage, and we'll be fine. I mean, one open wounds will make sure that Anti-Mage blinks, and I do think that Lifestealer now can take on the Anti-Mage. Looks like this tower might be in some trouble, because even though the gank failed on the Tidehunter, they still want to continue the push, and they will be able to do that. I mean, 3 Centaurs, come on. That is pretty damn steep. In the meantime, Lifestealer, open wounds. Gonna be fine, no open wounds even used. That's just a Rage, and the Infest used on the side of Salk. Not sure what the crew is doing there, they didn't either, so they send it back. Pushing continues, Venomancer wards being placed. And it is Tidehunter that's taking care of this creep wave here. I mean, it pulled back alongside that fortification going in. There is a Ravage up on the tide. They want to go for the Queen of Pain, blinking forward. Venomancer ulti TP in from the Wisp and the Lifestealer. Venomancer is going to try to get out. He will be sent home by the Chen. Chen himself will go down to Templar Assassin, getting damage off on the Wisp. That was the melt damage doing the works. There's no Ravage used just yet, and there is no mana left for it either. And that's the melt, and she should be fine. Infest in the meantime will make sure the Lifestealer keeps out from that one. And it was Windrunner that was still able to be alive there as well. They still know she's there somewhere, they just can't find her. There she is. Trap being placed. She does have melt again if she wants it. There's a refraction up there. She has melt again, so I don't think she's not gonna die. She's just gonna walk herself out of that one. And that's a melt damage on Server. Server now actually on the run. Still gonna be fine though. But yeah, no Ravage used, and I have to say that teamfight probably didn't work out as expected. I mean, they only killed off the Chen, and they got a death on their Wisp in return. So, you know, 1 versus 1 for 1, and cooldowns used, as in this cooldown from the Tether and the Lifestealer. And the teleport, relocate, but Ravage not used. Positioning was just not there. Maybe it would be better, like, if Wisp Tidehunter relocates somewhere. I mean, who needs a Blink Dagger, right? Tower will go down. No Blink Dagger needed, and Templar Assassin picking up the Queen of Pain, finally getting revenge there, as she is now on a killing spree. Almost got her Blink Dagger complete also. So that is gonna be the start of a very strong Templar Assassin, and that is of course what they're built around. They need a Templar Assassin to do good, and buy time for this Anti-Mage to farm up. That is what they're built around. Anti-Mage in the meantime almost got himself the Battle Fury, while Lifestealer has got his armlet complete as next item actually. I like to see Maelstroms on Lifestealers. I hope that he's still gonna do that. And then Mjolnir, of course. Assault Caress. It's my favorite. Oh, Queen of Pain, finding target. There's the Sprout, not gonna hit, and she's just gonna walk herself away. And Android has himself a mechanism. Psyblades doing some damage here. Crits being not afraid to go. In the meantime, there is a TP from the Lifestealer, but it gets interrupted by the mana point. Power Shot will not hit because the Rage was still there, but Windrunner will still take care of the last hit anyway. And Wisp not able to do anything there. Sonic Wave in the meantime going down on this Templar Assassin, but she doesn't give anything about that. Shackle not gonna lash, blink away there. Venomancer not gonna be trying to go throw out a Gale. Nature's Prophet TPing bottom because he has had it with this mid lane. Even though there is a Ravage, they might try and take this fight, but no Lifestealer is just not ideal right now, so they're not going to go for it. Brazier up by the Venomancer, support the item. 2200 gold upon the Templar Assassin. Will be sent home, will get herself a Blink Dagger, and will be able to just move herself back. In the meantime, top lane getting pressured by the anti-mage, who has now got his Battle Fury complete, as well as his Power Fence, and will most likely get the tower hit here as well, so more gold for him, 1200. And that's starting to get dangerous. I'm actually going to put up the net worth because that looks way more interesting right now than those last hits, due to all the kills and the tower and money as well, of course. Lifestealer is close by, but around this time is when you should be about even or at least ahead, because right now this is when Anti-Mage gains his strength really fast. He's gonna be able to farm so fast, and I don't think Lifestealer can keep up with that one, unless he's gonna be going to take team fights right now, because that is what they should be doing. In theory, they should be fighting because it's gonna be 4 versus 5, since Anti-Mage will still farm. But yeah, they need a good situation for that, and for that they need a Tidehunter in a good situation, and for that they need to know where everybody of the Dire is, and for that they need wards. They don't have any wards up right now, and that is going to be the rage pop because he wants to go for Anti-Mage. He's not going to be able to do that though. But yeah, Radiant side does not have any wards right now, with the only ward being the Dire ward that is up here, which has not been there for that long. Templar Assassin has farmed on the bottom lane, has picked herself up from Invisibility Rune. Well, has not farmed it, but, you know, activated the Invisibility Rune. Gonna find some people here. Let's see, though. Wisp and Lifestealer gonna be in the mid lane as well. Templar Assassin gonna come in. Power shot going through. They've got a very low life Queen of Pain, 1 melt damage, and that's gonna be a lot of damage done, and Crit knows that. And Chris, invisible, that's the dust! They know she was there, there's a Sprout, there's a Blink, Shadow Strikes, Open Wounds, Crit, you're gone! You're dead! Nature's Prophet picking up the kill. Nice job for them. Apparently they were expecting something like that, maybe that she was sitting around there, not expecting that Invisibility Rune. But because we as Asian didn't back up as far as they thought they would with the amount of heroes that Qnatek had there. There is 1 tree here. She managed to get the shackle on that one. Hey, but tier 1 tower dropped. That's the first tower dropping on the side of we as Asian. Without even really having a team fight going off there. For Qnatek, because we haven't even seen a Ravage yet. Double damage up on an Anti-Mage, but he's just gonna continue farming with that. Picked himself up a Yasha, and is of course gonna be. That's just so much damage all at once. So much gold all at once as well. But yeah, he's of course gonna be going for that Manta style, as we have seen Anti-Mages do. In the meantime, Relocate is still off cooldown with Lifestealer, still happily farming, picked himself up a Minter Hammer, is gonna go for that Desolator. Let's get some minus armor up there. And while we are following the Wisp, actually no we're not, we're gonna first see what the Anti-Mage is gonna be doing. Is he gonna be able to blink away soon? Or is he just gonna take the tower and not care? Here comes the Tidehunter, maybe he should be blinking away. No. Now he blinks, Fortification getting popped. TP in for the Queen of Pain. They will be able to defend the tower. Nature's Prophet doing the job, and Nature's Prophet also has 1600 gold. So curious what he's gonna go for next, because that will be very determining about what kind of route they want to take. Because obviously, if you're gonna be up against a farmed Anti-Mage, then you need to be ready. You need to have more than just a Lifestealer, even though Lifestealer can, in theory, take him down. But you need to have more semi-carries, and of course they have the Queen of Pain as a semi-carry there. But actually the Nature's Prophet should be doing that job as well. And of course they're going to be split pushing as well, and you want to have that Nature's Prophet having some nice items up on there. 2k gold up on him, maybe he's going to go for Sheepstick to deal with an Anti-Mage, we'll find out though. As soon as he picks up an item. Talking about Sheepstick, we do think Queen of Pain is going to be going for that one, because yeah, she picked up an Ultimate Orb, and they do need something to deal with that Anti-Mage, because he is getting bigger and bigger. Picked up his Ultimate Orb, almost done with his Manta style, and now I'm going to follow the Wisp while I'll take some water, because I'm thirsty. I wonder when they're gonna relocate. I mean, they haven't really used it for ganks, more like to start on team fights. Maybe they're gonna go somewhere now. Top lane. Could be. Because top lane is getting pressured. TP is gonna come in. Where art thou, top lane? Where art thou? Shackle getting hit. Tidehunter getting a kill as well. TP incoming from the Templar Assassin. He wants to go for Ravage as soon as it's in. No, no Ravage for you just yet. As Serva goes already down. Venomman's ulti getting used as the Lifestealer getting chased down with the Wisp and Lifestealer. Sorry, Venomman's got chased down. Wisp and Lifestealer TPing in, but they are going to be going on and move back again as well. Queen of Pain still able to blink away. Gonna still take a trap. 50% slow. There's still 3 stick charges. I don't think it will be enough though. Blink again in 2, but it will not be enough. And that is 2 down for the price of nothing. Not even a tower, because the tower is gonna be getting denied here. And that is just not worth it. Tidehunter taking too much damage, not being ready for the Templar Assassin that was obviously TPing in there. And he stood right next to it and took the melt damage like a man, but you know, not man enough to take it, because that one hit took him down below 0 HP, making him die. And that's a relocate from Wisp and Lifestealer. Not very successful once again, but they didn't die, which is of course good. Lifestealer's only died once so far. Of course, Anti-Mage hasn't died any at all yet, so, you know. But, yeah, he is building towards the Desolator. And is just gonna continue farming. I mean, that's the thing. You can be out of your lane, stopping farming for a very short period of time, and then directly go back to farming with that relocate from the Wisp. It is just so very effective. The only trouble is, of course, if your fight lasts longer than 10 seconds, then, you know. Or if your Wisp dies, then you're gonna be stuck there, because Wisp is a pretty squishy hero, so you can die very fast. And Desolator indeed complete now on the Lifestealer, so we'll have that one for the next fight. As still, I don't think we have seen a Ravage yet. 1400 gold up on the Tidehunter, as he's going to probably be saving up for his Blink Dagger, because maybe with the Blink Dagger you will be able to well, actually initiate and start team fights and actually Ravage. That is, if he's staying alive long enough. Talking about staying alive, Nature's Prophet going to be able to TP out, is going to be able to stay alive, even with the vision up there with the Sonic Trap. But yeah, it will still be the Ancient that he wasn't able to take down. Double damage rune up on the Templar Assassin, as well as a haste rune. Damn, that's dangerous. Haste rune is about to run out though. Small comfort. Double damage rune is still very dangerous. Looks like Roshan is going to be the target with that, with the 3 Centaurs. He doesn't even need to take it off, even though he could with that refraction out there. Shackle gonna hit on the Roshan. I don't think the Radiant side has any idea that that's going on right now. They have got 1 ward here, but they didn't see anybody with that, and this ward also is not scouting it out. And that will be a very fast Roshan. And Aegis will go to the TA, who is building towards a Manta style as well. 4 staff up on the Windrunner in the meantime. And Chen, of course, already has his mechanism. Picked up a Staff of Mystery. Curious to see if he's going to go for 4 staff with that. Would be nice, because that is, of course, an extra escape for him. In the meantime, TPs from both Wisp and Lifestealer to the mid lane, because they just want to farm there. And yeah, these two are like bread and butter. They're gonna stick together the whole time until it's ready for a team fight. And that is... don't know what's being brought there. Did he already have his power threads? I think so. Meantime, pushes on the top lane. This is of course the 3 heroes that can be pushing when these two are gonna be teleporting in. So maybe they're gonna try to force a team fight again. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. 1800 gold up on the Tide though. Makes me wonder if they shouldn't better wait until he actually has a Blink Dagger, because until now I don't think their team fights have worked. But in the meantime, I have to also say, I mean, their pushes are still going on. They have got 2 towers down so far. Shackle is going to latch on the Queen of Pain. There will be nothing to follow it up. TA thinking about coming in, has of course got a Blink Dagger. Here comes the Ravage. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he's going to be backing off again, and this time again. Oh, he gets it before he goes down at least. Gosh, Anchor Smash, now he goes down. Nature's Prophet ultimate going out, as well as the Sonic Wave, doing a lot of damage. Here comes Lifestealer, and the Wisp Bannermaster goes down. TA being dusted up, Hand of God going through, but it will not be enough. There goes the Aegis. Wisp being low though, and he will be back once more, as he also took the Lifestealer with him. That will mean that the Nature's Prophet also has to go out of that one very fast, and he does. Tidehunter actually buying back to defend their bottom lane, because this is the power of the Anti-Mage. He is split pushing, because, like I said earlier, it is going to be 5 versus 4 in Anti-Mage farming, but what can Anti-Mage also do while farming? Pushing, especially with that Manta style. Has 3900 gold up on himself, as he might be going for a BKB if he wants to. Oh, hello, Nature's Prophet. You have your TP on cooldown. You have 9 stick charges, but I don't think it's going to be helping you, especially not since Mana Void is still on cooldown. Ooh, stick charges right in time, and that is actually... This might be ending bad for the Anti-Mage, and now he blinks away. Should be fine, as his illusions are still chasing down the Nature's Prophet, who is so very lucky or skillful with that magic stick, making sure he didn't die from that mana void. If Anti-Mage only did his mana void earlier, he would have been able to get the kill, but now he actually was forced out of the base, sorry, out of the Radiant Forest into the base. And is gonna just continue farming afterwards. Curious to see what he's gonna go for next, but I guess we'll find out. 3,200 gold up on the Lifestealer. Wisp in the meantime has it earned, has also got boots. It's just a happy Wisp. Observer wards, just doing the normal support role. So once again, kudos for not dying in previous teamfight. There was a lot of damage going through, and Wisp is one of those heroes that definitely can die fast. But it was the Tidehunter that died first, and well, I do believe Queen of Pain still died there as well. Yeah, she did. Anti-Mage finding the Nature Prophet once again. Here comes the Queen of Pain. But Anti-Mage blinks away. Picks up a Eagle Song, so Butterfly is gonna be on the way. And it looks like these three again are together and again are trying to go for a push. Blink Dagger not up on the Tide because after he died he decided, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go for Bracer build. And he is getting that Bracer board build. TP's in for WhA to defend this top lane. They've got 4 heroes here, and they're gonna be versus 3. So, well, it's gonna be versus 5 soon. But of course, Anti-Mage is this time close by, so might even pop in the fight. Shackle ledges on the Tidehunter, who has got a Ravage, but needs to be able to get it up first. Gets it up, hits on 3. There is the Lifestealer as well as a Wisp. Open wounds, and that is a Templar Assassin already gone. Anti-Mage joining this fight, finding heroes to kill. Nature's Prophet goes down, Queen of Pain goes down, Tidehunter goes down, Lifestealer not yet down, but getting harassed massively. He cannot escape. He will go down as well. Windrunner taking that kill with the only one alive being the Wisp, who got TP'd back by his own relocate, and that is 1-4-4. And that is what happens when Anti-Mage gets big, when Anti-Mage has got himself a Butterfly, as well as, of course, has joined the team fight, because that is gonna be something that he didn't do before. And when he starts doing that, yeah, then that will happen. And that is not something that Qnatek were prepared for, as right now it's 27 minutes in. I do feel that the window that Qnatek had before Anti-Mage got too big is slightly closing, especially with Lifestealer not able to carry there in that fight. Has still got 4,200 gold, definitely not doing bad. We have got no Sheepstick complete just yet, because Queen of Pain has died in the last 2 fights, and even though she is close, she is just not close enough. Nature's Prophet is maybe even going to get his Sheepstick up before she does, but you know, we'll see, as I don't think that Qnatek should be trying to force out any team fights anymore until they have those Sheepsticks. And they were the ones to force out those team fights. I mean, Tier 1 Tower still died. Did it even get denied? Well, we don't see that anymore. But at least Tower died. But yeah, it is still, there's still 2 towers behind. And they feel behind as well. When you look at that Anti-Mage, that net worth, he is 6k higher than the Lifestealer. That is insane, as he has got 1,400 gold again, and he is just farming like a madman. We have the gold graph 5k in favor of the dire side, and experience graph 10k over those last 2 team fights that were slightly won by WhA, even though they did have some losses for themselves as well. But when they did, it was still Anti-Mage farming on the side and getting more experience that way. So yeah, it looks like WhA are getting more control over the game, as Queen of Pain is going to be able to blink away from this Anti-Mage, who has 1 second until his blink. Might actually try to go for this, goes for this. Look at that damage! Unicorn making it work. And the support for that one came too late. Wisp Lifestealer is just going to be left with Illusions, and Illusions actually burn mana away as well from that Wisp. Very annoying to deal with. He's going to give himself an earned charge. 1,300 gold up on that Wisp. With Lifestealer 2,700 gold, picked up a Demon's Edge. Curious to see if he's going to go for an MKB perhaps. Item that would be very useful against both Windrunner, who's building Sheepstick as well, by the way, as well as, of course, the Anti-Mage, because he now got evasion as well, and of course Windrunner has a Windrun, so he will be able to hit through that. But yeah, he needs quite a bit of gold to be getting that. He has 2,800 gold though. He's definitely not farming slow. If you look at his gold per minute, then he is only 100 gold per minute slower than the Anti-Mage. Even though, you know, I say only 100 gold, it is actually quite a lot if you counted that per minute. So that is something that we have to take into account. Relocate off cooldown again, but they haven't really been doing that much with it, to be fair. They have just Yeah, just been joining team fights, that is it. And actually, oh no, that's I see that wrong. Because he normally already has those armors, right? Because he had his armlet activated, and it looked like he actually had the armlets on, but it doesn't look like it now anymore. Well, now he doesn't have it activated anymore. I think Hakon just blocked in the highlights to the anti-mage. Open wounds, should be able to blink away though, it's gonna be fine. And it's gonna be, look at that mana burn, it's so annoying. And Wisp actually already backing out, knowing what could come. Doesn't want to be there for it if it happens. 1700 gold up on the Queen of Pain. No sheepstick just yet. Manta style completed by the Templar Assassin, as well as 2200 gold to boot. Venomance in the meantime has picked up something to deal with that Lifestealer, has picked himself up a Ghost Scepter. In the meantime, Antimage still found a kill again on the Queen of Pain. There was probably a net there from the Warlord, yeah, and that's not going to be able to, you can't blink away from that one. As the Gale hit on the Nature's Prophet, who was happily farming in the jungle until he got surprised by 3 heroes from realization, of which one is a Templar Assassin, which is just a lot of burst damage. It was, however, the Venomancer that took the last hit for that one. And we're going to see Antimage blinking on the Tidehunter. Tidehunter, Mana Void there, a couple of hits needed. Will he blink afterwards? Yes, he will, and that's one more click, and that is a kill. And that is going to be a tier 2 tower down as well. Doesn't look like WhA wants to back down this time. They have got a wall of creeps. They've got the Chen heal. They've got Chen picking up a 4-staff as well now. So he indeed went for that one. As well, yes, of course, Hand of God, Mechanism, everything up for the Radiant side. Venomancer ulti. If there's going to be a team fight, then they're definitely going to be able to fight it off. At the same time, of course, they cannot be expecting a team fight because Tidehunter's still dead for another 10 seconds. In the meantime, melee barracks on the bottom lane were already bare. Look at that anti-mage, 6.6k gold right now as they just drop. And I would not be surprised if we see a GG coming out for this first game right now. Ravage still gonna go off. Sonic Wave as well. Hand of God going through. Nobody dead just yet. We have open wounds on the Templar Assassin who's gonna try to get out. Venomancer ulti being used on the backside. We're gonna follow the Templar Assassin though, who's gonna be melting herself. Should be fine. In the meantime, Anti-Mage, he comes in, he starts hitting stuff, he starts killing stuff, kills off the Nature's Prophet, kills off the Tidehunter. Windrunner actually picking up the Lifestealer. Nature's Prophet actually bought back, by the way, as well as the Queen of Pain. And GG, Cole next, go next, gets cold. So it will be WhA that takes down game number 1, takes home the point. As this is a best out of 3 for the finals for the 4PL Cup. Winner takes it all, 400 euros. And WhA one step in the right direction for that, as we're going to see game number 2 to see if Qnatek can take down a game to force out a game number 3, or if WhA is going to beat them with 2-0. We are going to find out. Well played, jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Gonna wait until they actually, or till the throne actually explodes. And I think Qnatek, well, they could just not make it work. We all saw what they were trying to do with the team fight, with the teleport in, but they could only start too late because the Tidehunter was, of course, very slow on levels because of that top lane where he got shut down. And when they finally were ready, they were just not able to get it off. They were just not able to get the good flow going, and WhA knew exactly what they were aiming for and made it work for them. So yeah, we're gonna jump ourselves into game number 2. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action between Qnatek and WhA. I'll be right back.